Hey everyone, welcome back to Disney Sorcerer's Arena. I had an idea, and I want to show you something. So when the game first began, we didn't have all these towers. So if you're just getting into the game, if you're just learning the game, you have these towers, and they used to come around once every 2 weeks. Um, they still do, but they're on a rotation, and because now we have the Rapunzel Tower, we have the Stitch Tower, obviously we have the King Triton Tower, and we have the Furlough Tower, the um, villain from the Hunchback of Notre Dame, who they just put in Quasimodo and Esmeralda last month, at the end of last month. So we have this one, and we have Stitch, and you can see on here that you know how the other games like Marvel Strike Force or Swoga will have requirements where you have to, in order to get some other character, you have to use like the Phoenix Squadron or the Avengers or whatever. Well, this is similar to that, but in this, in order to get Stitch, and let me tell you, if you've not played with Stitch, I mean, I don't have him open. I have really had no, I really don't have a lot of experience with Stitch, but from the time that I played him and from what I've seen from other people's gameplay, he really is a good character. And so you can, I mean, this is my free to play account. We'll just jump in right now, and I happen to have Sally. Sally was the um, mystic that I happened to log into. But real quick, I'll just show you. We'll jump over. We'll jump into the mystics real quick, so I could show you mysticals of who all mysticals are. You have Sally, who obviously she's the only one I have right now. But Hermes, Hades, Pain and Panic, Meg, Pegasus, Horn King, Phil, Oogie Boogie, Madam Mim, Olaf, Hercules, uh, Jake Skellington, Merlin, who was my personal favorite, Queen of Hearts, Manticore, Miguel, and Zeus, who's not even in the game, but he's a mystic, but he's just not in the game. So, really quick, I want to tell you, I looked into getting Sally. So before I jump into the PvP, I want to show you where mystics are so you can get them and be able to use them. And so real quick, we'll jump into the grand campaign, and you can see the grand campaign that I have open. You see that, you know, Captain Hook's here, Sully's here, blah 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 blah. No mystic, no mystic, no mystic. You come over here, Buzz, and then bam, your first mystic right here. Now, obviously, I haven't chosen to open Hermes just because that's the way I've chosen not to do it because I had Sally. Because I looked into Sally, I could probably go for Hermes. He'd probably help me out a lot. But as we're progressing, you can see if you're going to try to do it under the game campaign, you're going to have a stretch of, Hermes is the only one available. Um, and I'm still looking. Here's Pain and Panic right here, but they're past Go Go, and you know, he's, you know, who are you gonna open? Because you've got all these other characters to worry about opening. My personal farm, the guy I'm farming right now for the Grand Campaign, if you're wondering, is the Sheriff Nottingham, but that's just me. We'll jump over to the Hero and Villains campaign to show you where Mystics are over here. And, we got a princess and a wild character. We got another princess. We got another princess, Ariel, Oceanic. You got Chunk, no mystic, no mystic, no mystic, no mystic, no mystic. I'm still not seeing a mystic that you can farm. And we'll just click on Phil. Phil's probably the first mystic, just to make sure. Yeah, but you got to be pretty high to get Phil, and that's your first mystic in your villains campaign. So if you go over to the heroes campaign real quick, we'll just go back through here. Oceanic, Tech, Yzma, Dan. There's Hermes again right there. So Hermes is really early. He's probably the easiest, the earliest mystic in the game to utilize. And but I'll show you where some other mystics are. No mystic, and there's Pain and Panic again. So if you want to, you can go Hermes and then Pain and Panic. But what I've traditionally done in the past, and I'll just show you real quick, is we go to Exchange, we go to the Sorcerer's Tournament, and here you have the Tournament Exchange, and you have Merlin right here, who's it doesn't take long. You can see here that I'm working on Meta Mem, but the ones I've been concentrating on are my villains, Dr. Vasily and Big Bad Wolf, and I think Tinkerbell and Ariel a little bit. But keep in mind um, that Hades is right here if you want Hades. Horn King is right here if you want Horn King. Merlin's right here. Madame M's right here. And so there's real and before they moved Hermes into the rotation, the early stages, this is where you had to come if you wanted to get um, mystics. And so the two I primarily use are Metamem and Merlin, just because I have on my big account I have all of the Hades and Horn King also, but personal preference I just used Metamem and Merlin up till now. We'll go over here. One thing I do want to know, if you're using the Club Exchange, I used to use the Club Exchange for characters because there's quite a few: Captain Hook, Hopper, blah 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 blah, Baloo, Jack, Kristoff. And now I primarily use it for gear, but that's another story for another question. So, like I said, jump into the thing real quick, and so that's where a mystic. If you don't happen to luck into Sally like I did, and like I said, it was just blind luck that I lucked into Sally. But we'll go ahead and knock out this, and just when you start this, I think for the first part it's only one, and I think at some point I'm not sure if it's the start of the second tower or whatever the requirement goes up to two, um, but then the requirement never goes above two. The requirement is always only two. Um, and then as you progress in the tower, you need other characters like four Stitch. Who would you think you would need? You need Papagantu and Cobra Bubbles. And after there, Cobra Bubbles is in the Grand Campaign. He's after all that Hermes line there. So if you're looking for Cobra Bubbles, that's where you get him. But after we win this battle, I'll show you where they are. They're also available in the shop for this event. Um, and how you get the currency, if you're not familiar, is you just play the tower, and that's how you get the currency. You just keep winning battles, keep doing what you're doing, and that's how you get the currency. So big win, not surprising. Thankfully, I have Sally. I should probably put some more stuff into her, or get Hades and really start doing Hades, but that's a different time for a different thing. So the exchange is right here, and as you play, you get more currency, and this is where you buy. You can see I'll pick up some more Papagantu shards here. Papagantu's here, Cobra Bubbles, obviously, a little bit further. And then you've got another exchange here for Sally, Merlin, Jack, Queen of Hearts, Madame Mim down here. And also more gear stuff if you need more gear. So really good balance. And so you need mystics for. I'll just go through and tell you. You need mystics. You need mystics and Cobra Bubbles and Papagantu. And hey, I don't realize we just got Papagantu open. We just hit 25 with 25, which is good. So that helps us. Quite a boon for this video, I'd say. Didn't even know how close we were, where we were, but we got him. And then for um, the Rapunzel Tower, you need Wild's characters. And so, really quick, if I can figure out where I'm going here, real quick. duck into the wild. So in case you're wondering who wild characters are, and I already told you that I have Merida, because Merida is very early. And when the game first launched, Merida wasn't good, but now she's good. So you can see here that I have um, two wild characters that I use a lot. Um, I was farming Sven, and then I stopped to switch to Sheriff of Nottingham. But wilds wise, there is um, Mirda, Sven, Kristoff, Hopper, uh, Baloo, Mordu, Scar, Elsa, Shirkan, Pocahontas, Simba, and Rafiki. But yeah, Sven is early in the Grand Campaign, so that's where she is. She is in both of the. She's in both. I think she's actually in the Grand Campaign and in the Heroes and Villains, which is where I've been getting her from. So you need them, and then there come a point where you need Maximus and Finn for Rapunzel, and that's how you get Rapunzel. And King Triton Tower, you need. Who do you need for King Triton? I think. Do you need Oceanics? I can't remember. I think it's Oceanics. So I think I use I think you need like 2 or 3 Oceanics, and I use usually uh, whoever I whoever I have for this. You know, I usually use like um, I'll just switch over to my Oceanics and show you what I've been working on for Oceanics. So I do have quite a few Oceanics. You know, these are the three. These are the three that are very early in the game, and so these are the three that I've worked on. I looked into Moana. I don't know how you just saw that I got Papagantu, and I got Prince Eric the last time I was doing the Trident event on here, and you can see how much of the other characters I've gotten. But yeah, so you need them, and then later on, you need Ariel exclusively, and you need Prince Eric to help you get further in the Trident Tower, and then for the Claude Furlough Tower, you obviously and this is a change. To get Claude Furlough, you need princesses. And so these are all the princesses in the game. And you can see that now that I have four princesses open. These three are all very accessible. Um, Moana is farmable, but she's further in the Heroes and Villains campaign. Mulan is there. She's further in the Heroes and Villains campaign. Pocahontas is, like I said, further in the Heroes and Villains campaign. Belle is later in the Heroes and Villains campaign. She's not as late. Um, Belle is actually halfway between um, these first three and Moana, Mulan, and Pocahontas. So these are the first three, and that's all you're gonna need is the three, and then whatever else. And then at when you get further on in the the Claude Furlough Tower, you will need Quasimodo and Esmeralda. So there's that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This is going to be my what you need to know about when you're going for towers video. And I just want to reiterate, when I first started, these weren't in the game, and now that we've got four towers that they just keep rotating, so you're doing one, basically every 2 or 3 days, and then another one hits, and you're just keeping on the cycle. And so there's a lot of good, and then the events are keep coming at them, but that's how you know. So, Hermes for Mystics, or Merlin, Metamem. Princesses, obviously, they're very early, very easy. Oceanics, they're as Captain Hook's very early. Tink's easy to get. Ariel, obviously. Wilds, Mirda, and Sven are very early. So there's a lot of things to be able to do there. Anyway, guys, thanks for the time. I appreciate it. I'll be back later. Till then, have a good day. We'll see ya. Bye.